What are you doing, Kate? I got told that you left work early today. I already heard about it all from Mom. Are you already at home?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling well, so I had to leave work.
You shouldn't be skipping work like that so often. If you're home already, can you make some lasagna?
Wait, what? I came home because I was sick.
It's perfect timing, isn't it? I thought that the lasagna that you make takes a lot of time to prepare and cook. If you're at home already, then you can start cooking it now and it should be ready for dinner, right? I'm looking forward to it already, so it better be ready by the time I get home. Did you buy beer from the store like I told you to? There wasn't any left in the fridge when I last checked.
I don't remember you telling me to buy any beer.
You should be checking the fridge every day. It's your responsibility to make sure that there's beer in the fridge for when I get back from work. I don't want any of that cheap stuff from the gas station. Make sure you get the craft beer from the liquor store in town, okay? That's the one I like most, and I won't accept drinking any other brand.
The liquor store in town is pretty far from our home. I need you to tell me in advance if you want me to go there.
Why should I need to tell you that? You can check the fridge yourself, can't you?
Why don't you go and buy some yourself if you want to drink that badly? It's only you and your mom that drinks alcohol in the house. I don't drink at all, so it's hard for me to notice if there's any left in the fridge or not.
So, what are you trying to suggest? Are you gonna make my mom go out to buy the beer? You're such a horrible wife. You do know that she's already over 60 years old. Are you really gonna go and make her buy and carry a heavy crate of beer all by herself?
Fine, if you're gonna be that insistent. I'll try to ask your dad if he could buy a crate of beer on his way home. Is that okay?
In what world is that okay? Did you seriously just ask me that? You do know that he's the CEO of the company that I work for, right? Are you really trying to ask my boss to go and buy me a crate of beer? That is just stupid. Are you trying to disrespect him?
No, I didn't mean to show him any disrespect.
Why can you not do such a simple task? I don't care how you do it, but just make sure there's beer in the fridge by the time I get home. And don't forget to make the lasagna. It better not be that frozen crap from the supermarket. I want to eat the lasagna that you make from scratch.
I'm so sorry, but I'm feeling even more sick now. I really don't think that I'm going to be able to cook or do anything else. I really need to stay lying down.
Are you seriously saying that? You're my wife and you're telling me that you can't cook? Why did I even marry you if you aren't able to cook me dinner?
It's not that I don't want to. My temperature is really high and I have a really bad headache. It's really difficult for me to stay standing up because I get a bad migraine. Would you guys be able to get takeout food just for today? I promise I'll make you the lasagna and buy the beer when I feel a little better.
I don't want to eat takeout food. It doesn't even taste that good. You really need to take responsibility as my wife and cook me dinner. Stop trying to make up excuses and start cooking. It's annoying how lazy you are sometimes.
I'm not being lazy. I just checked my temperature and I have a fever of 104 degrees.
That's not even that bad, is it? I'm sure that you'll be completely fine. Just take some medicine and start doing what you're meant to do.
I really don't think I'm okay. I think that I might need to go to the hospital at this rate.
Stop over-exaggerating things. Just make sure that you wear a mask inside the house as well. I wouldn't want your dirty germs to be spread to me or my family.
I'm sorry, but I'm starting to get a headache just looking at my phone. I'm gonna put my phone down and lie down for a while.
Are you serious? Don't you dare ignore my texts. Hello, Kate. Are you doing okay? I heard that you have a high fever. I was in the area, so I stopped by the house and was told that you were sick. I brought some medicines, fruits, and some healthy drinks for you. I'll leave it all in your front room.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Did Izzy say something to you, by the way? I was a little surprised that she hadn't made you food or got medicine for you even though you left work early because you were sick.
I talked to her a little bit and she was angry at me. I had to ask her to make dinner tonight as I'm too sick. I don't think that she was happy about that at all.
She was angry at you? That is unbelievable.
Yeah, I was a little shocked as well. Kyle seemed really angry at me as well. I can send you all the text messages that he sent me if you'd like to see them. I'll send them over right now.
I'm just lost for words. Is this how you get treated by them usually?
Yeah, pretty much. They treat me like this whenever you're not home.
I'm so sorry I didn't notice. Recently, I've not been home a lot of the time because I've been very busy with work. I've had to go on many business trips lately, so I didn't know what was going on. I thought that you guys all got along. I guess I was completely wrong about that. I'm really sorry that they've been treating you so terribly.
Sometimes it's my fault that they get angry. I do make some stupid mistakes from time to time. It's not always their fault.
That still doesn't justify how terribly they have treated you. I know how hard you always work to try and support us all. I can't forgive my wife or my son for how they've been treating you. They should be showing you much more respect and love for what you've done for us.
I'm really happy that you're on my side. I really appreciate it. I'm pleasantly surprised as you always told me that you never got angry at me because you had no interest in me at all.
Did he really say that? It's not true at all. The reason why I don't get angry at you is because there really is no reason to get mad at you. You're such a caring and wonderful person. I can't believe they've been bullying you like this behind my back. I wish I had noticed this much earlier. I'm really sorry.
It's no problem at all. I make a lot of mistakes and I'm far from being the perfect wife. I do get why they get angry at me sometimes.
I told you the same thing earlier, but the attitude that they show towards you is not acceptable, even if you had made some mistakes. They're not letting you rest even though you have a high fever and a headache. That's just not okay. They should be letting you sleep and be supporting you in any way possible. There's definitely no need for you to think any of this is your fault. Stop blaming yourself for the way that they are treating you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it. Thank you so much for showing this much support for me.
Good to hear. I'm sure that even looking at your phone is rough for you right now. You should put it down and get some rest. You don't have to worry about the two of them anymore. I'll make sure they won't cause you any more trouble in the future.
Okay, I'll try to get some rest. Thanks again for what you're doing for me.
You don't need to be thanking me. I'm just doing what's right. If he tries to contact you again, then make sure to tell me about it, okay? Don't try and deal with it by yourself.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Kate, what are you doing right now? You better have started cooking my dinner for me. All the other housework is finished as well, right? I want the house clean and the laundry done by the time I get home.
Actually, I haven't done any of that. My fever won't go down even after I took my medicine. I really can't move around. My entire body aches too.
You can't move around? Stop being so dramatic. Are you tied to the bed by some rope or something?
What? No, I'm not.
Then have you been trapped in a small room somewhere? You're not, right? Then why the hell you're not able to move?
Isn't it kind of obvious? I'm too sick to move.
If that's really the case, then what are you going to do when you want to use the toilet? Are you just going to wet the bed? No, right? When you want to go to the toilet, you're going to get out of bed and move.
Yeah, I would move when I need the toilet.
Then you were lying to me when you said that you couldn't move right now. How dare you try to lie to me like that? I'm out working so hard to earn a living for both of us, and you treat me so terribly? You need to show me more respect. I'm your husband after all.
I also work hard as well. I work my part-time job 5 days a week.
So what? It's just a part-time job. Anyone can do that kind of job, so I have no idea what you're trying to suggest to me by telling me that. Are you trying to say that we're equal? You're pretty much a housewife that relies on me completely. You're not in a position to talk back to me like that.
Why do you have to be so mean? I'm trying so hard working my job and doing all the housework every single day.
So what? Isn't that the normal thing to do as a wife? I really don't get why you're telling me this. It must be so nice to be a woman. You can just do an easy part-time job and a bit of housework. What an easy and stress-free life. If someone like you tried to work at my company, then you'd probably have to quit within the first hour.
I'm sure that if you had to do everything that I do, then you'd be crying for help straight away.
Sure, say what you want. There's no way I'd have any trouble doing what you do. I guess that's what you have to tell yourself to protect the tiny bit of pride that you have. Enough about all of this. You need to hurry up and start making my dinner.
I told you I'm not able to make dinner tonight. How many times do I have to tell you?
Just shut your mouth and start cooking. Me and my mom don't want a woman like you in the house if you're going to stop doing the housework just because you're a little sick. If you're not cooking dinner for me tonight, then I'm kicking you out the house. We don't need a useless, lazy, good-for-nothing taking up space. You're the ones getting kicked out of the house. Huh? What? I had no idea about this. I didn't know that you were treating Kate like this behind my back. Who am I talking to? Is it you, Dad? Wait, this is all just a huge misunderstanding. We sometimes talk to each other like this as a joke. Shut up and stop making such pathetic excuses. Don't even bother coming home tonight. She needs some rest and time away from you. I've already kicked Izzy out of the house. I don't want to see you at the house. Understand? Wait, please hold on. I didn't really mean what I said. I'm gonna throw all of your belongings outside the front door. Come and get everything before it gets stolen. I'm not letting you ever step foot in the house again. Are you serious? What the hell am I supposed to do then? You can go and find a place to live and just live there. You're an adult, figure it out. I am so disappointed in the both of you. I don't want to see your faces ever again. I don't know what she told you, but you're being tricked. She must have told you a bunch of lies. Don't be tricked by her. I was by her side watching all the text messages that you were sending her. There's no way that I would be tricked. How can you act so arrogant when I'm the one letting you work at my company? The only reason you're working here is because of me. Usually, we wouldn't employ an incompetent worker like you. It's still much more difficult to do than a part-time job and housework. I wasn't trying to act arrogant at all. I was just stating the truth. Okay, fine. If you really believe that, then change places with her. What are you talking about? I'm telling you to switch places with her and try to do what she does. Go ahead and try to do the housework and a part-time job at the same time. I'm gonna ask her to come and work for me instead. Are you serious about this? Do you know what's gonna happen to the company if I stop working there? I doubt there's gonna be any difference. You don't really get a lot done at work, do you? You guys are gonna switch places for 1 month. At the end of the month, I'm gonna take a survey. I'll ask all the other workers at my company and see which one of you is more valuable to the company. So you're really serious about this? I think the results are already pretty obvious. I've been working at the company for 4 years already. There's no way that she's gonna be able to do anything in just 1 month. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Anyway, it's gonna be a good opportunity for you to find out how hard she works every day. All she does is housework and a lousy part-time job. How hard could it be? We're gonna start this at the start of next month. That's fine with you, right? Yeah, that's completely fine. If what I'm saying is correct, then I'm not changing how I treat her. Deal? And she needs to show respect to her husband and be obedient, like a good wife. That's fine. We'll see how things are at the end of next month.
What the hell are you doing? Why is the dinner not ready yet? Did you even clean the house today? There's so much dust everywhere around the house.
Will you please hold on for a while? I just got back home and haven't had the time to do anything. One of my coworkers had to leave early because her son got sick at school. I had to stay behind and do some overtime to cover for her.
Uh-huh. That happens all the time. Do you remember what you told me the last time I had to do overtime? You said that it was my fault that I had to do overtime. You told me that if I was more capable, then I wouldn't need to do any overtime.
It wasn't my fault this time. There was no one else that could cover for her.
Enough with the excuses. Would you just hurry up and make me some dinner? I'm starving right now. I don't want to eat takeout or frozen food, by the way. You better make dinner from scratch.
I still haven't even started cooking. Would you please wait a little while longer? I don't even think there's much food left in the fridge to make anything decent.
You're telling me to wait? I thought that doing a part-time job and the housework was so easy. Whenever I asked you to wait, you'd always get really mad and start shouting at me.
I'm sorry about that. I was underestimating the amount of work it takes.
Even if you apologize, dinner isn't going to magically appear in front of us. Hurry up and start cooking. I also feel like drinking some ginger ale today. I want the one in the glass bottle, okay? Go and buy some from the store if there isn't any in the fridge.
So, we're at the end of the month now. She seemed to be having a great time working at my company. How were things for you? It looked like you were kind of struggling. You couldn't cook, couldn't clean, couldn't do the laundry, kept forgetting to buy groceries. I could go on forever. She ended up having to do most of the housework in the end. That's because those are all jobs that women should be doing. I'm a man, so I shouldn't have to do the housework anyway. A man's job is to earn money working at a company full-time. Well, if that's the case, then why was she able to do a great job working at my company? Are you telling me that she's great at everything she does? She must have just gotten lucky or something. I don't think there was any luck at all. She was a real quick learner and mastered all the basics within a few days. I was really surprised how quickly she managed to adapt to the company. By the 3rd week, she was out getting clients by herself. I think it took you over a half a year until you were able to do that. She really is a quick learner. You're lying, right? She did all of that in a month? I think it's much better for the company if we employ her instead of you. If she keeps improving at this rate, she has potential to become the best worker at our company. Everyone else agrees that she is an amazing person to work with, and they all prefer her over you. I'm gonna have to fire you so that she can take your place permanently. Wait, what? Are you really gonna fire me? Yep, you're fired. I gave you so many chances to prove yourself and you failed every time. It's pretty obvious that she won the battle between the two of you. I'm going to ask you to get out of the house as well. I don't want a pathetic guy like you in the house. You can't do that to me. I'm your son. Please, think about this again and give me another chance to prove myself. I promise that I'll be a better person. I heard that you were being rude to your coworkers at your part-time job as well. They told me that you have a big mouth, but you were completely useless when it came to getting work done. I really didn't think you need to understand just how useless you really are. If you want to act so arrogantly, you should at least have the skills to back it up. Why are you treating me so badly?
Kyle, it's me, Kate.
I can't believe what you've done to me. I'm not going to forgive you for this.
Excuse me?
The only reason you managed to do well at the company is because you're a woman. Women just bat their eyelashes and smile at a guy and some fool will do their job. Don't think that any of it was because of your skills.
I thought you'd finally apologize to me, but I guess not. I can't believe you'd say that to me after all this. That was your last chance to apologize to me. I don't care about you anymore. You can think whatever you want of me because we're getting a divorce. You better leave the house immediately. We don't need you at this house anymore.
You can't kick me out. I don't even have a job or any savings. I'm gonna have nowhere to go. If you kick me out, I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Not be able to do anything? Why is that? Are you tied down by some rope or something? Kyle was kicked out of the house by his dad the next day. He was told to never come back again. He had nowhere to go, so he tried to meet up with his mom, who'd been kicked out of the house a while ago. However, he was unable to find where she'd gone and decided to beg me for forgiveness. He was crying and shouting my name right in front of the door, and it did seem like he really felt sorry for what he'd done. Still, I had no intention of forgiving him, so I ignored him completely. You guys are probably wondering why I ended up marrying and listening to the orders from such a pathetic guy in the first place. Looking back, I realized I was slowly brainwashed and my confidence was completely shattered. I thought that I deserved to be treated so terribly. I'm so glad that his dad found out and intervened. Otherwise, I think I would have still been in the same position. I'm happy that I was able to escape the situation, but it also makes me sad thinking there are many other women in the same position. I really hope that women that are in a similar position can get some help from someone like I did. A couple of months after I got divorced, I moved out and found a place to live by myself. Currently, I live in a new apartment with a job that I really enjoy doing. I'm very excited for the life that lies ahead of me. I think I want to stay single for a while, though. I'm going to relax and enjoy life with my friends for the near future.